Good morning, class. You guys had some homework? Exercise 1.13, and that is on page 20. Okay. Was there any problems with 1.13 when you marked your homework? So you guys got all right? Everybody, no? Nice. Let's go to 1.14. Any issues there with the first column?
Yes.
Right. That's on page 20. Let me just copy this. Which question in 1.14? Huh? Who says everything? Something wrong with every one of you then. Okay, just joking. I'm going to do each one of them, okay? I'll do it a bit faster than what I normally do, so that we can get enough of the new work also done today. Yes? Anna? Well, thank you, I should say. No? I'm trying to be nice this year usually. They say you guys were complaining of me last year, so they gave you a nicer register teacher. Huh? Right. Sorry? You miss me?
Yes.
Oh, what? So, most of the time I forgot about you. Oh, you missed getting maths in the register. So I must tell you, who's your register teacher now? Okay. I'll then send her the video she must play. People, I did A yesterday, not so. So I'll do from P onwards. Okay. But you guys were not in a pure maths class, no? Yes, maths lit learners among you guys. Right. Exercise 1.4, page 20. So firstly we need to rearrange. Why? Otherwise you won't be able to take out the common factor. Okay? So again, factorization by grouping. So we're going to say 9y squared plus 2x plus 3y. Remember, the sign is not going to change when I rearrange, so I'm not taking it over the equal sign. So what type of factorization there? Difference of two squares. So it's going to be 2x plus 3y, 2x minus 3y, plus 2x plus 3y. If I put a bracket around here, I'm not changing the value of anything, not so. So it's going to be 2x plus 3y. What are we then left with? 2x minus 3y plus 1. It did sound like you guys didn't have a problem. Let's look at the next one. Okay, the next one. Do we need to rearrange it? Yes, because there is nothing we can do with the first two terms. You understand? So it's going to be, I'll take those two together and those two. So it's going to be 3a squared minus 3b squared minus 2b plus 2a. So as you can see, what is common in the first two terms? I'm left with a squared minus b squared. What is common in the next two terms? Negative 2. Remember, if the first term is negative, we take out negative as a common factor as well. So you're going to get b minus a. So look at the first bracket here. What do you notice here? What type of factorization there? Difference of two squares. So it's a plus b A minus B. Now you see, is A minus B the same as B minus A? So I'll swap this around and a negative will come out, not so. Now that negative that comes out multiplied by this negative will result in a positive solution. 2 into A minus B. So what is common we said? A minus B. So what are we left with? We take out A minus B. 3 into A plus B plus 2. To get rid of the inner bracket here, multiply out. It's A minus B, 3A plus, 3B plus. Okay, you all okay with that? G. What can be done in G? Dots, difference of two squares in the first two terms. 3x plus 2, 3x minus 2, plus 3x minus 2, x plus 3. Now what? Common brackets. Got the common bracket of 3x minus 2. But I get out, what am I left with? 3x plus 2 plus x plus 3. Do we stop there? No, why? Because of the block bracket, not so? No, it's not to do with that. It's like terms here. You mustn't just say yes for everything. So we get 3x minus 2 and 4x plus. Verstaan julle? It's so easy. Only that one. Okay. Let's see the next one. People, what's the square root of 25 into 2x squared minus 3y all squared? 5 is into 2x squared minus 3y. What's the square root of 4 into y minus x squared all squared? 2 into y minus x squared. So you guys have all the answers? What's wrong with you guys? Many things, many things. Right, so what do we get? 5 into 2x squared minus 3y. 5 into 2x squared minus 3y. 1 plus 1 minus. It's going to be 2 into y minus x squared. 2 into y minus x squared. Okay. Do we stop there? No. What do we do now? Multiply out. Get rid of the brackets. The brackets. So we get 10x squared minus 15y plus 2y minus 2x squared. Next bracket. 10x squared minus 15y minus 2y plus 2x squared. Okay. Now what? Like terms. Those two are like, well, those two are like. What's the difference between block and curve brackets? Nothing. Okay. Absolutely. The 10x squared minus 2x squared is going to give you 8x squared. Minus 15y plus 2y is negative 13y. Second bracket, you got 10x squared plus 2x squared is 12x squared. Minus 15y minus 2y is minus 17y. People, what was the problem? Huh? Okay, so what you do is, for homework, you redo the whole exercise. Did you get all right? Well, it wasn't you. What was it that you standing for the top? Why are you hanging? Did you get all right? Why you don't want to do? You don't want to do well at maths? Then you must listen what they're saying. So what you do is you do the whole exercise 1.40 for the ones you have done as well as the ones you haven't done. Unless you got the right. Okay, which none of you got. So you do both. Okay. If you have a problem, you go back to the video, you watch the video. It should be online. Okay. You all okay with that? Yes. So that's the first part of the homework. Exercise 1.14. Page 20. Now don't come Monday and ask me a question in the first column. Okay? Alright? Yes, otherwise you belong in the other class. Because yeah, I did it. You got the video as well. And you want me to do it again? Maths is not about factorization only. No? Many things I still want to tell you people before you write your grade 12 final exam. Many things. Right. Next heading, perfect square trinomials. Perfect square trinomials. A perfect square trinomial is of the form ax squared plus minus 2ab plus b squared. We did perfect square trinomials in grade 9, not so? Grade 8? 9, yes, 9. Perfect square trinomials, and this is on page 21. You guys coping still with the work, no? I'm not moving too fast. And I'm not giving too much work. The other class gives much less work than this. No? Yeah. Because the teacher explains better. So the practice needs less from the learners. You see? Right. So the first and the last term are perfect squares, we are told, which we knew already. The middle term is twice the square root of the first term multiplied by the square root of the second term. The middle, yeah, is twice. Remember that the rule we discussed last year. We said that if the first term, example 1 on page 21, if the first term is a perfect square, what's the square root of x squared? X. What's the square root of y squared? Y. So the first term and the last term are perfect squares. Not so? So that was x and that was y. So what is x times y times 2? 2xy. So this is an example of a perfect square trinomial. You got it? So if this is a perfect square trinomial, what do? We say, okay, it's going to give you square root of x squared, square root of y squared. We take the sign of the middle term, which is plus. And we always check for the middle term. What's x times y times 2? 2xy. You all okay with that? Try it on that one quickly. You guys factorize it. Finish? Yes? Okay. Sorry? Where's your textbook? You're still waiting for your textbook. But you bought it already. Right. What's the square root of 4a squared? 2a. What's the square root of 9b squared? 3b. What sign must be here? Minus. Why? Because that's the sign in the middle term. People, this number, that sign must be positive. It must always be positive. If it's not positive, then what? It's not a perfect square trinomial. Okay. So what is 2a times 3b times 2? Negative 12ab. Is that the case? Yes. So yes, perfect square trinomial. Verstaan julle? Airway? Do you know what airway is? What does it mean? Yes. You understand, huh? Yes, okay. Right? You guys done with the next one? No? Yes? Example 4? It's 4. 4. Pleasure. No pause it quickly. Okay. So what is the square root of 9p squared? 3p. What's the square root of 25? Q squared. 5q. Sign in the middle? Minus. What's 3p times 5q times 2? Negative 30 pq, which is the case thing. So that one is correct. Let's look at the next one. What do we notice here? Common factor. Common factor overrides all type of factorization. So 3x is common. We then left with 4a squared, 4a4 minus 6. 12. A squared b cubed. Yes? Dus eigenlijk met chance. Plus 9 b6. Is it you? You put the x. Sort out your x in your life, okay? Only a joke. Okay. So what is the square root of 4a4? 2a squared. What's the square root of 9b6? 3b cubed. That's all? And here goes minus square. Let's check for the middle term. What is 2a squared times negative 3b cubed? Is going to be negative 6b squared a squared b cubed times 2. It's going to be negative 12 a squared b cubed. Is that the case? Yes. So there we go. Okay. Hi there. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Moral support. Nice, nice, nice. Go straight home after school, okay? Yes? Sorry? The second step. This one here. But you factorize that 3x. Yes. Yes, you can do anything you want. Okay. People, there's many ways of doing things. Okay. So, if you feel you can do it in less steps, by all means. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, how much time do we have left of this period? 40 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, relax. People, relax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at exercise 1.15. We're going to do the first column quickly. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You're going to do some speed maths. Okay. Is that okay? Yes. I also sneeze a bit faster. Okay. Bless you, Michael. I tell you now. 21, I think. I was right for once. Exercise 1.15. Page 21. I'm going to pause it again. Right. So let's look at the first one. The first one is going to be x minus 3 squared. You all agree with that? The next one is going to be 2x plus 3 squared. 3 times 2x times 2 is going to give you 12x. Yes. The next one is going to be a plus b squared. Correct? The next one is going to be y minus 2x all squared. The next one is going to be 3a plus b squared. The next one is going to give you 4s minus 1 squared. M is going to be 2a minus, what needs to be done first here? Rearrange it. So that would simply be 4a squared minus 12ab plus 9b squared, which will result in an answer of 2a minus 3b squared. You all agree with that? Okay. What do you notice about the next one? Common factor of x. I'm then left with p squared plus 4pq plus 4q squared, which then gives us x into p plus 2q all squared. All agree with that? And then the last one, what's the square root of 1 over 16a squared? A quarter a minus b all squared. All agree with that, people? Right, for homework. The rest of exercise 1.15 on page 21. Now we're looking at mixed examples of factorization. Mixed examples of factorization. I'm going to go straight into it. I don't know how much time we have left. And we're on page 22. 19. Oh no, I got enough time. That's fine, man. What is wrong with you, man? Sound like you don't want to be here. Mixed examples of factorization. In these examples, first group the terms before factorizing them. Okay. So, looking at the first example on page 22. The question says factorize. Come, leave the people outside. For those of you who are looking outside. Factorize, you got x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 4y squared. 4 terms. So, it's going to be factorization by grouping. However, if you had grouped these two as we did before, you're going to give you x squared minus 4y squared minus 6x plus 9. That is difference of two squares. But nothing could happen there. You see that? Negative 3 has got, yeah, okay, well done. I didn't even see that. So I know it's not going to work. So it's going to be x minus 3. Now what? Sorry? Then now yes, no common break. So re-look at that, what do you see? 4 terms, yes. Still factorization by grouping. X squared and 9. Put those two together. Then what? Then negative 2 is a common factor. But nothing there. We just did x squared 9. You're eating, so you're not taking note? Yes? Yes, talk, say. Yes. 9 and this is difference of squares, yes? Which is 3 minus 2y, 3 plus 2y. But what can happen there? X is a common factor, x minus 6. Yes? Huh? What about that? So she's grouping that. But we already grouped that when we grouped those. Not an O, it's an X. Anyone else? Come on, we did a whole lot of those now. Try yes. Perfect square triangle. Do you think I need to do speed maths on this? My words! Right, here we go. Come girls. Factorize that for me quickly. Trinomial. So what do we get? X minus 3 squared minus 4y squared. Now what? Now do it. Difference of two squares. For those of you who had a problem with the homework of yesterday, did you watch the video again this afternoon? Huh? Yes. Did you watch it? No, that's a problem. Could have watched, because I explained those examples in the video. Why are you making faces at the back there? Yes. Yeah? You? You okay? Yeah. Nice. Right, so what do we get? X minus 3, x minus 3. 1 plus the other, minus. 2y. You all okay with that? Let's look at example 2. I hope you guys are not going to surprise us again. Right. Example 2. How are we going to group here? Oh no. Again, try now, man. So do your thing. Your factorization thing, no? Not your TikTok stuff that you people busy with. Okay, I take it you guys are done? Not yet? Okay. For those of you who are done, you can look at number 3 so now. Number 3 is at the bottom, okay? Okay. So for the trinomial, what do we get? P plus 2r squared minus 16s squared. So what can be done here? Dots, a difference of 2 squares. So it's going to be P plus 2r, P plus 2r. 1 plus the other, minus. What's the square root of 16s squared? 4s. Okay, you guys understand? Okay, what's wrong, Michael?
So when you do dots, why should it be minus?
From the bracket? No. You see, at this point, when we take the square root there, it's going to be P plus 2r, which is that one and that one there. At this point, 1 plus 1 minus. You understand? You want to change this one to a minus there. Difference of 2 squared. But there is a minus here?
No, I understand.
Oh, you understand? Good. Any other questions? No. Right. Let us number 3 do. Wat is example in Afrikaans? Voorbeeld. Voorbeeld 3 op bladsy 22. Wat is dit hier, Koza? Example? Huh? What? Uzekelo. Umze. Umzekelo. I'm gonna learn. Umzekelo 3. Huh? Umzekelo 3. Try it? Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember. Okay. You can't write the word? You don't? You do Afrikaans? Okay. Who can write it? Ezekiel 3. And what's page? Okay, we do one word at a time. Right, people. Example 3. Ezekiel 3. Look here, not there.
4A.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What's going to happen here? What do I see? Common factor. What is common, my girl?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Yes. Dots in the first two, yes. But it's not going to allow us anything in the second. A trinomial. Where's the trinomial? There you got to say there. Minus 4. Absolutely. It's hiding. Not over B, but with B's. No? 16a squared. But those three terms, yes, my girl. But I get it. You give me a chance, you'll see. If that is, okay, come on. If that is the terms, you only have that underlying terms. Then the first term would have been negative. You see the negative? You see? So what are we going to do if it's negative? No. If the first term is negative, what do I do? Sorry? If the first term is negative, what do I do? Take out the negative. We're going to factorize the negative. So if we factorize the negative, what are we left with? B squared minus 4b. What did you say again? Last term is negative, positive. Didn't I say? And it is the case. Not so? Now what? Now do your thing. Do your thing. Yes.
What did you do to change
Sorry?
What did you do to change it?
No. You see, I factorized the negative. I took negative out as a common factor. No? From that trinomial. Right. You finished, girlfriend? Be too fast first. People, what did we get here? 16a squared minus b squared no, not b squared. Just b. Minus 2 squared. So what do we do now? Dots. So it's going to be 4a, 4a. 1 plus, the other minus. B plus 2. B, no, not B. Must be minus. You see now when I want to do fast maths and then it goes like this. Minus 2, right. You all agree with that? No. Why? I was trying to catch you out of my head, but I'm making mistakes. Why must it be a bracket? Because of that negative that must still be multiplied out. Will you all agree with that? Any confusion? Right. Okay, I'll give you more homework. Nice. Your homework is exercise 1.16. No? It's 16. 1.16 on page 22. You do for... Why would you want to do all? You would like to do all? No. Every alternate sum. So you start with A, C, E, G, I. But if you feel you want to do all, my girl, you do all, it's fine. Okay. Enjoy the weekend and the rest of the day.